Good morning, Luckies. Welcome to the Anime Club.
Ohalucky. No, a shooting gun. Oh my god, have some fucking energy.
I'm tired.
Put your back into it.
Like, Jesus, I did this, like, binge. I binged most of this.
I mean, I did too, but I did it at the start. I was done last week.
Yeah.
I
So-
did last night.
You may have guessed from our opening and the title of this video if you were watching it, but we watched Lucky Star 1 through 12.
Yeah.
Actually, I low-key thought that Lucky Star was only 12 episodes, so like it being
Same, actually,
24.
I forgot it was 24 as well.
Yeah.
But honestly, that works out in the end.
Yeah, it's not as if we interrupted any arcs,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
It's Lucky Star.
Yes.
That's true. By the way, I need all of your opinions. When you eat, like, a fucking piece of pastry filled with chocolate, what end do you start with?
I start wherever I feel like. It does not matter. I do not have a consistent starting point.
Wait, is like one side pastry sealed?
Yeah,
or
one
like...
side's pastry sealed, one side's open with chocolate.
I don't think I've ever had a pastry like that. My pastries are usually pretty symmetrical.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've had the same thing, but with a hot dog instead of chocolate in it.
Oh,
See,
you
even
mean
my
like
hot dog
when-
pastries tend to be symmetrical. I am a symmetrical person,
Oh my
apparently.
god,
As
you
far as my
are...
pastries. I get my pastries from fucking Starbucks.
That's fair. Starbucks
Yeah.
pastries are shit.
Or they're donuts, or like malasadas or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. What about, like, macaroons? Do you just eat them, or do you, like, pull them apart?
I just eat them.
Oh.
I just eat
Eat
them.
'em out.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I just had to know what kind of people you are.
Yeah. Savages, cavemen.
I do
Boring
sometimes.
people.
Oh, like sometimes though, when I do eat I'll like get the Starbucks chocolate croissant, and if they warm it up too much and you're eating it, it'll like ooze out the back, and you have to catch it. Otherwise, you have a giant chocolate stain on the front
That's
of
the
your
reason
shirt.
why you eat it in the bag.
And waste the chocolate? Fuck right off.
No, you lick it after and...
That's why you then eat the bag.
Yes, exactly.
I
God,
gotta say,
so
with the cookies-
uncivilized.
Oh my god.
I like how
Alright.
this devolved into a conversation about anything besides Lucky Star, though, honestly.
It
I
technically is.
I beg to differ. This entire conversation was directly related to the first 8 minutes of the first episode
Yeah.
of Lucky Star.
Fuck, you know what? You're right.
This is literally the conversation of the first 8 minutes of Lucky Star. Is just how do you eat pastries filled with chocolate and cream?
Let this just be an extension of the Lucky Star episodes that we did not watch.
Yeah, exactly. So with that being said, I think we should go over our how we rated it. So I want to start with Knick Knack.
That is not how I rated the show, by the way.
That better not be. I'm about to come over there and sock you in the face.
No, quite the opposite. The show is actually very... It's got a Peanuts vibe to it, in my opinion. Very mundane situations that meant to be more humorous and relatable to younger audiences. But as an older audience, you can appreciate some of the jokes.
Yeah.
So I think, but what that translates to is moments that are extremely funny and moments that come off a little bit drawn out, just like a Peanuts cartoon.
Yeah.
I do give it an approved, but I feel like I would have enjoyed this more if I was watching this every Monday as a 7-year-old in Japan.
Yeah.
Realm.
Yeah, this one's a little weird for me because it was the first anime I actually ever officially watched.
And on our channel, it's officially listed as I think your favorite anime ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you used it in our introduction video.
Yeah, because that was just it was one of those ones that I started out with. It was my first real exposure to anime.
This is nostalgia.
Yeah, so it's got a bit of nostalgia in it for me, but coming back to it is a little weird because I can appreciate it more in ways that I didn't when I was first getting into anime. But it's also I don't know. It's kind of showing its age a little to me, but not in like a bad way, in like a
Is it
nostalgia
showing its
way.
age, or have we just forgotten what social interaction is like?
Oh my.
Maybe a little bit of both, honestly.
Time out. Go to your corner.
He's
I'm
already
in
in
my
the corner.
Turn around and look at the corner and think about what you've done.
What have I done
For
wrong?
your turn.
I liked it. It was, it's funny, but
I
it felt like those, what kind of comics are?
You sided with him. You have no voice anymore, Realm.
dang it.
What?
I'm
Oh,
kidding. I'm
okay.
kidding.
What's the name of those, like, 4-panel comics?
Yeah, like Peanuts cartoons and
Yeah.
Sunday papers.
Yeah.
The funnies. The Sunday funnies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually give it an official rating, but this is for me This is between an approved and an ooh-woo, which is really weird.
Pick one.
I'll give it an approved because I don't think it's bad enough to deserve an ooh-woo tier.
I mean, I pretty unironically enjoyed it.
What about you,
Yeah.
Lauren? Approved? So, I mean, I agree. So this show has just this kind of, for me at least, infectious energy. And I talk about this with Nick Nack pretty frequently, but I tend to watch things for the sheer enjoyment value I get out of experiencing them for the first time or the second time. And I don't necessarily analyze stuff all that much when I'm watching it, unless I have to. So, like, this show has a really infectious quality to it, where you, like, actually get kind of invested in, like, some of the questions and discussions they're having, or you see them doing something and you're just like, oh my god, why are they calling me out? Why are they personally attacking me? You know? Like the Golden Week homework, or the isn't a flu just like an evolved cold?
Oh, Christ.
I was like, oh my god, this is a personal attack on me. I hate you all. But, I mean, it's really fun to watch, and I think it just has this quality that's infectious to it, that's just joyful, you know? Like, I didn't get necessarily all the jokes, because some of them are kind of Japanese culture specific and for children, but you could see where the jokes were, and the ones that I did get were really funny, to be honest. They weren't sophisticated jokes, but they were funny jokes. So I definitely give it an approved. No, I mean, animation quality-wise, I mean, this is an older show. It's the 2000s, I think. Like, 2009?
Somewhere around that range.
I wanna
but
say
it is
it's-
I
definitely
thought it was
older.
animated pretty well for what it was. It's not.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be incredibly Sakuga heavy. And I think
No.
the opening is actually insanely well animated.
Yeah! Oh my god, the opening's amazing. I fucking love the opening to Lucky Star.
Oh yes.
It's so catchy.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so it came out in 2007.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's by Kyoto Animation, if that
Yeah.
means anything.
Yeah, it does.
A couple
As far as I
movies.
understand,
Yeah.
they're a pretty good animation studio.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. I think the thing is, I mean, you're right. It doesn't really need to be Sakuga heavy, especially because this feels more like a weekly cartoon than necessarily an ongoing story-driven show.
Well, the opening literally cites that it's already Monday, and it's only Monday.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
opening's like, it's only Monday.
I wonder what day
Why?
of the week this premiered on when it was coming out on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is really, you know what, if I was in middle school or high school right now, I would watch this and be like, relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable. That's
Yeah,
what this
yes.
feels like.
It was fun. I feel like to get the maximum enjoyment out of it, you need to be a younger teenage to child age kid living in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like where you're gonna get the most out of it. But
I
I can
will
see how
say-
it's still funny otherwise.
I will
Yeah.
say my earliest exposure to Lucky Star was in the form of demotivational posters, right? And there was one specific one that has a picture of all the main characters of Lucky Star in it. Would you stop kicking things that make noise on my microphone, boy?
Oh, you stop fighting.
That actually kind of hurt. I think I popped my ankle out of place.
You hurt,
You.
but you hurt him. You hurt yourself by committing violence upon him. Congratulations.
If violence doesn't...
Do not eat the trash can.
Yeet.
Alright, as I was saying,
Yes.
I remember there was this one demotivational poster that was everywhere on the internet, and it was all the main characters of Lucky Star, and the captions just said, one of these characters is legal, and you're not gonna know which. That was the only caption on it. And it's such a stereotypical demotivational poster, but it was the one that you saw everywhere when you looked up anime demotivational posters. And I'm a big fan of demotivational posters because I think motivational posters are boring, and I like to be told that I am trash by posters.
I don't know. I like ironic motivational posters. Like, have you seen the "Hang in There" cat? That thing's a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
I like the cyberpunk poster memes.
You know what? Lucky Star has a very... honestly, Lucky Star to me feels like... And that's only because I watched this semi-recently. So I recently watched Uramichi Onisan. And Lucky Star just feels like a happy version of that in some ways. Like, it's kind of dealing with, like, life and... I mean, it's school life. This is school life, slice of life comedy. But it kind of does deal with things that you can relate to, you know? Like, I think we can all relate to, like, not doing our homework on time at one point or another. You know?
Multiple
it's,
times.
It's definitely
Yeah.
it's definitely a Nichijou, and I mean that isn't like the Japanese term, everyday kind of life kind of show.
Yeah, and it's so cute. And honestly, the opening and the ending, adorable. The animation doesn't need to be better.
Which ending?
All of them.
I love that part where the ending was always just them at karaoke singing different songs.
Yeah.
At one point, it was the Dragon Ball original opening.
I know, I love that so much.
I mainly skip those endings. I would stay for the Lucky special, but
Yeah.
I would skip the karaoke.
I
usually.
always watch the karaoke.
Yeah, it's so good. And honestly, the only way that I think that this animation would be better, right, is if it was done maybe with the not changing the way that the art looks or the way the characters look, but do you know how in Sakamoto Deska they kind of mix Sakuga and regular animation?
See, what Sakamoto does, guys, such a much newer anime with much newer techniques
Yeah.
used in
Well,
it.
I know. I'm just saying. I mean, if Lucky Star had Sakuga in it, I feel like it would be interesting to see it in like those moments of like.
Well, you can get some like funny, like ironic Sakuga, like mundane moments, overly animated.
Yeah.
And overly.
Yeah.
I've seen anime do that.
I'm
mean,
just saying, like, that would have looked good. I understand this is 2007. I'm not saying it needs that. It's perfectly fine without it, but that would also be funny.
I mean, just imagine that, but in like episode 6 in the initial D parody.
Yeah.
version.
Okay, that
Yeah.
was amazing.
So this show is literally full of references to other shows and other things that are popular. I mean, there's the Comiket scene where they're like seeing all the cosplayers. You can like look at the cosplayers and be like, that one and 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 that one. I know them all.
There was even a very brief reference of Fate in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure there was.
Oh no, there was literally a fucking comic like that Konata had with Saber on the front.
Yeah.
On the front
Yeah, that
picture.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
It had it starts in that Comiket scene.
Yeah, I did really like this. So and I think with that we want to move on to story because there is no story and we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come back later. We'll be roasting Seki.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Bye,
write me a
me.
diss track.
But